One of the most common questions that people ask when it comes to manifesting is, how do I change my beliefs? And if you don't know why people are asking this question, it is because your beliefs literally rule your reality. If your beliefs are not aligned with your desires, then how much of you try to manifest your desires, it will be in vain, right? So before we talk about the technical advice that I can give for you to change your beliefs, let's first understand what a belief actually is, right? So let's talk about what a belief is, what is an assumption, and what is a fact. Now, belief is something that you accept it as true without proof or evidence. And for the meaning of assumption, when you look at the dictionary, it is very similar to what a belief is, right? So what we can say is assumption is same as a belief. Both belief and assumption is something that you have accepted as true without any external proof or evidence, right? But a fact is, it is proved and has evidence that something is true, right? So when you look at the teachings of Neville Goddard, the core fundamental teaching that he teaches to his students is, when you persist in a belief long enough, it hardens into a fact, right? Let me repeat it again. When you persist in a belief or an assumption for long enough, it hardens into a fact, right? So if you persist, like, so let's say you have the belief that I am making $10,000 a month, and you act according to that belief, that belief will harden into a fact, into it will materialize, that belief will materialize into physical reality, right? So now that we have understood what a belief is, let's talk about the types of beliefs that you have. So a belief can be fundamentally classified into two categories. There are specific beliefs and there are general beliefs. So a specific belief can be, I am making 10K per month. But a general belief can be, I am rich. A specific belief can be, I am what. Another example I can give you is I am happily married. And a general belief you can have is I am always lucky in love, right? So I hope you understand difference between specific beliefs and general beliefs. And now comes the most important part of this video. This is where most people go wrong when it comes to manifesting their desires. So let me give you an analogy, right? So let's say this is your mind and you have negative beliefs, negative general beliefs. So all of these black dots are negative general beliefs, right? And you want to incorporate a positive belief for it to get manifested into physical reality. So let's say you want to make $10,000 a month. So let's say this blue dot is a belief. This is I am making 10K. But you have a sea of negative general beliefs. You think that I suck at making money. You have a general belief that money is hard to come by. You have another belief that rich people are evil or crooks. So you have all these negative general beliefs. So even when you try to incorporate a positive specific belief, all of these hostile negative general beliefs will never let this belief come to fruition, right? How much ever you try, how much ever persistent you are in trying to incorporate this belief and persist in it for it to become a fact, it will not happen because you have all of these general negative beliefs that are stopping from getting that one belief to be manifested, right? This is where most people go wrong. So first you need to have general beliefs that are conducive to manifest your desires, right? We want to have positive general beliefs rather than having negative general beliefs. And only when you have positive general beliefs that are associated with your desires, only then, whenever you try to incorporate a specific belief, it becomes significantly more easy for it to get manifested, right? So now that you understood where we need to work on, let's move on to the next chapter, right? So before you try to incorporate any specific belief, first you need to make sure that you have the right general beliefs in your psyche, right? So here's how you change your general beliefs. Let me give you the methodology. So the first step is identification. And the second step is to eliminate your current beliefs and change to new beliefs. And third is to practice those new beliefs and persist in it, right? So this is a three-step method for you to change your beliefs practically, right? So in identification, there are two steps. First is segregation, and second is awareness. So first, let's talk about segregation right now. I hope you're taking notes because I will be fast in this video because I have a lot to cover, right? So let's talk about segregation. So the best and most easiest way to identify the general beliefs you have is to categorize beliefs into like 7 to 8 buckets of life, right? So when it comes to beliefs, right? General beliefs. We can categorize it. So first you have beliefs about life. Second, you have beliefs about your manifesting ability. Then you have I am type beliefs, and then you have they are type beliefs, and then you have can or cannot type beliefs, and then you have broader topic beliefs, and then you have what is easy, difficult, possible, impossible beliefs. And then finally, you have always or never type beliefs, right? There can be more, but these are the main types of buckets of beliefs that you can have, right? So let me explain each one. So first and most important beliefs that you need to have is the right beliefs about life itself. Do you think life is hard or do you think life is easy? Do you believe that life is meant for suffering or do you believe life is meant to be easy? Because whatever you think about life, whatever you believe about life, it will get manifested into physical reality. So if you believe life is meant for suffering, you need to suffer to be successful. If you think like that, then of course life will be a suffering, of course life will be hell, right? Next is belief about your manifesting ability. Do you think it will take a long time for you to manifest? Do you think you're doing something wrong in manifestation? Do you think you need more knowledge? Are you insecure about your knowledge about manifestation? Do you think manifestation is hard? Do you think manifestation is easy? Because if you have the belief that manifestation is always easy for you, then of course manifestation will be easy for you, right? Next is I am type beliefs. Do you think I am a loser? Do you think I am broke? Do you think I am poor? Do you think I am inconsistent? Do you think I am indisciplined or undisciplined? Right? Do you think you are successful? Do you think you are wealthy? Do you think I am rich? Next is they are type beliefs. So do you believe that all men are trash? Do you believe all beautiful women tend to cheat? Because if you tend to believe that all beautiful women will cheat, then you will meet a beautiful woman who will cheat on you, right? Next is can or cannot type of beliefs. Do you think you can win? Do you think you can become successful? Do you think you can make $1 million? Do you think you can become rich? Do you think you can find love? Or do you believe you cannot find love? You cannot be successful. You cannot make $1 billion. You cannot be financially rich anytime soon. Next is broader on topic beliefs, because you have beliefs on love, you have beliefs on money, you have beliefs about relationships, you have beliefs about health, you have beliefs about weight loss, you have beliefs about anything that gets a piece of your attention. You will form assumptions and beliefs in it, right? But only when you persist in a belief for long enough, it will harden into a fact. So you would have formed assumptions or beliefs about n number of things in life. For every single thing that got a piece of your attention, you would have formed an assumption around it, right? Next is easy or difficult or possible or impossible type of beliefs. Do you think, like I said, it is easy for? Do you think it is easy for you to manifest? Do you think it is easy to become rich? Do you think it is easy to become financially free? Do you think it is easy to be happily married? Or do you think it is difficult? From now on, I want you to think and believe that everything is easy for you. If your desires fall under the constraints of third dimensional reality, then it will be easy for you. Of course, you can't believe you can fly. That is idiotic. Don't do that. Because that desire that of you wanting to fly, it doesn't fall under the constraints of third dimensional reality. But any desire that falls under it, which is 99.9% of the time, for the desires you have to believe that it will be easy for you to manifest, it will be easy for you to achieve it, right? And never ever ever think about the impossible. Don't think that this particular goal will be impossible for me making $1 billion is impossible for me making $1 million is impossible for me. Everything is possible, everything is easy, right? And a nuance here is your desires must fall under the constraints of third dimensional reality. So I don't need you need to worry about it. If you're watching this video, then I don't think you're a person who wants to fly or who wants to do crazy shit, right? So 99% of the time, all your desires are easy to manifest, easy to attain, and it is possible, right? And next is always or never types of beliefs. Do you believe that you are always unlucky or do you believe you're always lucky? Do you think you always find money at the right time? Do you believe you always find it easy to do anything, right? Because some people think like I'm always unlucky, I'm never lucky. So be mindful of your always or never type of beliefs, right? So now that you understood all of these buckets, we have segregated it, right? So the first step is done. It is done. The next step is awareness. So what I want you to do is, for each belief bucket, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to journal about this, right? You need to be aware of your internal reactions. You need to be critically aware about every internal reaction that happens inside you when we go through this bucket, right? So, for example, whenever life throws some shit at you, like whenever an unexpected bill pops up, what internal reaction do you feel? If you become worried, then that means you have a belief around money and you have the belief that you can hardly pay any bills, or you believe that paying bills is a hard thing to do. Let me take another example. If any tragedy occurs in your life, God hope you don't face any tragedies, but sometimes life happens, right? So if you end up in a bad place in life, what is your internal reaction? Do you think life is always like this? Life is always bad? If you think like that, then you have a always or never type of belief, and you believe that life always throws these kind of random bad things at you, right? So journal about this and ask yourself, regarding, so when it comes to life type of beliefs, what do I believe about life? Do I think life is meant to be easy, or do I think life is meant to be hard? What internal reactions do I get when it comes to life? And ask yourself throughout all of these 8 buckets, right? When it comes to manifestation, do I believe it is easy, or do I believe it is hard, or do I believe like it is easy for others, not for me, right? And ask yourself questions like, I can't give you a specific type of questions that will unveil your beliefs. I can't do that. This is a self contemplative, self um, realization process, right? So I have given you the guidelines, I have given you the questions, like example questions, and I have given you the buckets of beliefs that you have. All I want you to do is figure out what type of beliefs you have inside these 8 buckets, right? Or let me show you a demonstration so that it becomes easy for you, right? So take a specific desire. So let's take that you want to make 10K per month, right? So this is a specific desire you have. So first you need to look. So this is a money belief, right? This is a money belief. So this desire falls under sixth bucket, which is broader topic beliefs. So in broader topic beliefs, there is money, right? So try to figure out the beliefs you have around money. Do you think that you are successful with money? You are a money magnet, right? Do you think rich people are crooks, or rich people are just normal people like you, right? Do you think you can make $1 million? Do you think you can make $10,000 per month, right? Do you think making $10,000 per month easy or difficult? Do you think making $10,000 per month is possible or impossible? Do you think manifesting $10,000 per month is easy or not, right? Do you think manifesting $10,000 per month is like, do you think that you can always make $10,000 per month, or you can never make $10,000 per month? Like, you get the point, right? You get the point what I'm trying to say. Take a specific desire and go through these buckets and see what beliefs you have, right? So that is the first method, identification. And now let's move on to the second method, which is to eliminate your current beliefs and change to new positive general beliefs. Fun fact, I'm recording this video again because I already recorded a video that went about 40 minutes, but my mic got turned off and I was not aware of it. So I'm reshooting this video again for you guys, right? Because I think this is such a fundamental topic, and I think this will be a long video because I have a lot to cover, right? So the second step to changing your general beliefs is to eliminate and change your beliefs. So let's take an example to simplify things, right? So you have done the identification process, and you have figured out that you have a belief that I suck at making money. I am broke. I am always unlucky when it comes to money, right? So there can be lot more beliefs, but to cut short, I am just using these three beliefs, right? So what I want you to do is, so once you written down all your current negative beliefs, I want you to take your pen and physically strike them out and write down the opposite. And I want you to write down the opposite of these beliefs. So if you have the belief that I suck at making money, you need to have the belief that I am great at making money. Making money is so easy for me. If you think I am broke, then you have to believe that I am rich, I am wealthy, I am a money magnet. If you think and if you believe that I am always unlucky when it comes to money, you have to have the belief that I am always lucky when it comes to money, right? So strike these beliefs down and write down the opposite of these beliefs, and that is elimination. And once you've done that, let's move on to changing to new beliefs. No, we have eliminated the beliefs and we have changed to new beliefs. I mean, this step is over. So here comes the final step to changing your general beliefs, right? So third step is, do you remember it? Because I certainly don't. Yeah. So it is practice and persist. So, for you to practice your new beliefs and persist in it for long enough so that it hardens into a fact, so that your beliefs materialize into physical reality, here's the method I want you to follow, right? So, for you to practice and persist in new beliefs, there are four methods that I can give you. So, the first method is you can you can repeat them in your mind every day, or or you can record them and listen to it, or third, you can write them down and read it frequently. Or finally, you can write them down again and again every day. So you can either follow either one of these methods, or you can even mix and match according to your mood, according to your time, right? So I recommend you record your new beliefs and you listen to it. You can add background music, you can add it as a subliminal. Like there are a lot of creative ways that you can do in the second method, but every method is valid, every method works. You do you, right? So I recommend you do either of this method or you mix and match. But when you take a method, I want you to do it throughout the day, right? But sometimes life can happen. Sometimes you will not have the time to continuously do it throughout the day. So the most critical time that I want you to do this is the moment you wake up and the moment before you fall asleep. So I want you to be, I want you to be consistent every day, the moment you wake up and the moment before you fall asleep, right? So we don't want to miss the chance when our conscious mind, our critical faculty is not like it's not conscious, because if your conscious mind is active, it will not let these new beliefs get imprinted in the subconscious mind. So whenever, like the moments you wake up and the moment you before you fall asleep, those are the moments where your conscious mind, your critical faculty gets like it is not active, right? It becomes very easy for you to imprint these new beliefs into your subconscious mind, right? So I don't care whether you do it throughout the day or not, but I in fact recommend it. I recommend it you go like you do it as much as possible, right? For example, if you take the second method, you record your new beliefs and you keep repeating it again and again and again. You keep listening to it. Like you listen to it when you're commuting, when you listen to it when you go to the gym, you listen to it while you're working. If you keep listening to it throughout the day, your life will change. But sometimes you can't do it, and I understand. But never ever ever miss the opportunity that you get. You get two opportunities every day, the moment you wake up and the moment before you fall asleep, because these are the times where your conscious mind is not active, and it becomes very easy for you to imprint these new beliefs into your subconscious mind, right? So never ever miss this both chances that you get every day. So practice and persist is nothing but you injecting thoughts, right? So for you to deepen your understanding, let me tell you one thing. Practice and persist is nothing but you injecting thoughts. All beliefs are thoughts, but not all thoughts are beliefs, right? For it, you need to understand how a belief is formed. A belief is formed when a thought combined with an emotion and you repeat it again and again, that forms a belief, right? So when you keep repeating these new beliefs again and again and again, and it gets imprinted in your subconscious mind, naturally emotions will pop up, and if you keep repeating it, that's how a belief is formed, right? So so the more you do it, the more faster your current beliefs gets dissolved and this new beliefs gets manifested into physical reality, right? So yeah, I think that's it. If you want to work with me personally, then check out the link in the description, and there I can give you specific protocols and advice tailored to your own unique situation, right? That is the reason why people hire a coach. And that's it. I will see you in another video.